Federal officials have announced their plans for rebuilding Tyndall Air Force Base, and you might say it's a case of good news, bad news, depending on who you listen to. Secretary of the Air Force Heather Wilson says 9 of Tyndall's missions will be returning to the base within the next 3 months. That's much faster than anticipated. Wilson and other top Air Force brass toured the base about 3 weeks ago, right after Hurricane Michael ravaged it. President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence also toured Tyndall, and both vowed to rebuild the base. While this all sounds like good news, there are some uncertainties. Wilson says neither the F-22 Pilot Training Squadron and the operational Raptor Squadron will immediately return to Tyndall. When asked if the Raptors will return at all, Wilson could not give an answer, nor would she say if Tyndall is still on track to get the MQ-9 Reaper Squadron and its 1,600 new jobs. Congressman Neil Dunn now joining us in our studios. Congressman, thanks for being with us today. This sounds on the surface like it's a pretty good move for Tyndall Air Force Base.
It was a great day for Tyndall Air Force Base. The Secretary of the Air Force came out and listed all of the missions that are going to be stood up in the next 90 days and also promised to stand all of the missions up as soon as possible. So great news for Tyndall Air Force Base. As Vice President Pence said, we will rebuild and it will be bigger and better than ever.
Now, when we spoke to her today on this conference call, we specifically asked about the F-22s, that those missions are not coming back immediately. And we asked, when will they come back? And the answer was, not sure at this time. Are they coming back?
Yeah, they're absolutely coming. The headquarters actually stays here for the training wing and for the 95th Fighter Squadron. However, the planes themselves cannot be serviced and maintained on Tyndall's flight line at this time. So we really have to rebuild that flight line. We have to have the hangars and the maintenance facilities and the security facilities to work with them out there. But as soon as we can do that, we'll get them back. And we'll get them back in a better flight line than we had before.
The Secretary made a big point of saying that this base was important because of the Gulf range, and obviously that is a big advantage for us.
It is a big deal.
Yeah, the Gulf range, again, is big for the training mission for F-22s. And the pilot training program is not going too far. It's just going to Eglin. Is that correct?
So, and that's just the flying part of it, actually. So we have the simulators and the headquarters, the schoolroom, as they say, all stays right here on Tyndall, and they will be open in the next couple, well, before Thanksgiving. Another
uncertainty at this point, I'm assuming, is the MQ-9 Reaper Squadron. Is that still coming or not?
MQ-9 too, absolutely. MQ-9 too. In fact, we think we may be able to speed up the environmental impact survey a little bit because of we have another one for the Tyndall base damage. It's a little more urgent. So I think if anything, the MQ-9 moves up rather than back.
So all in all, pretty good day for Tyndall Air Force Base.
Great day.
All right. Thanks, Congressman Neil Dunn, joining us in our studios. Thank you, sir. There is good news.